Hello everyone, I am Obsley 2003. Welcome to Shoot the Shit Saturday. And looks like this time I'm going to be flying solo due to scheduling conflicts, so could not get together with the rest of the dupes. So I'm flying solo. This is Shoot the Shit Saturday. It is Saturday, April 23rd, 2022. And I guess we'll get around right off the bat on a serious note. My brother from another mother, Esp, he's going through some tough times right now financially. As you know, he's been in and out with the channel, uh, just with his responsibilities with his family, and more power to him with that. And right now, I guess he's in a bit of a money crunch right now, just with everything going on. Unfortunately, the medical bills, the medication bills, all that is kind of piling up on him, and he's uh, in a bit of a money bind. So, first and foremost, we wish him and his family all the best. We're here to support you, us. We all love you. And for your viewers, if you can help, he has set up a GoFundMe. All this is just going to him to help try and cover the bills that are piling up on him. He's doing all that he can on his own. He just needs a little help. Any bit that we can contribute to his cause will go a long way. And for any of you that did contribute, thank you so much from all of our hearts. Thank you very much for helping him out in this trying time for him. It's greatly appreciated. And just wanted to get there out there first and foremost. And as once you get around, uh, we're glad to have you back on the channel. But then if you need anything in between now and then, just let us know. We're more than happy to do anything for you. And just wanted to get that out there. And I guess let's kind of get this started right now with the shoot the shit. It's gonna be kind of short since it's just me kind of doing this little monologue right now. But first and foremost, I guess I'm just going to start off with is I don't know if you saw or heard, but apparently CNN was trying to jump into this whole streaming service, and they were trying to create their own streaming platform, CNN Plus. Of course, it has to be a plus, and it's barely been active for just a month, and it's already being shut down. And I apologize, I'm kind of jumping around. I will post some links, but the I will have a link for F's GoFundMe. It will be in the description of this Shoot the Shit Saturday. Just wanted to get that out there before I forget. So I tend to jump around. But anywho, there's no one here to tell me otherwise, so oh well. But yes, segueing back to CNN Plus, it's barely been active for a month, and it's, I believe a pretty penny's been invested into it, at least a couple of million easily. They had a few different people from different news outlets, not from CNN, hop on board for this exclusivity. But I guess to paint the bigger picture, um, CNN is owned by Warner Media, and Warner Media was just recently bought out by Discovery, so now it's like Warner Brothers Discovery or something like that. So uh, this trans this purchase just recently went through, and I guess with Discovery calling the shots now, they basically pulled the plug on CNN Plus. So it's kind of left a lot of people dumbfounded, completely uh, shocked with what's going on. I, for one, did not really care about it. It was just whatever, another person trying to get another streaming service trying to get a piece of the pie of all these other streaming services. But yeah, it barely lasted a month, and it is pretty much going to be gone by next month in May. So, oh well, they all can't make it. Even though being CNN, you'd figure it would be pretty strong, pretty out there, but oh well, gone to the wind it will go. And I guess moving on from that streaming service, going into PlayStation news. PlayStation's where my heart is with my gaming, and I guess they were one of the first ones to have Plus in the name. PlayStation Plus. and I'll get to that in a minute. But it's not unnerving, but there's a lot of brouhaha going on right now that PlayStation is considering putting ads now in their free-to-play games. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't really play their free-to-play games. Not that saying that they're bad games, but um, it's kind of cool because for normal online multiplayer games that I guess that you would purchase said game, you do need PlayStation Plus to be able to play those games. But for any free-to-play games, they um, you do not need a PlayStation Plus subscription. It's just it's totally free. So I guess I can kind of see where they want to make a little revenue and they want to start throwing regular ads. But I, for one, I detest and hate ads of any kind. And for most of my streaming services, I prefer to go the ad-free route. I don't want to sit through ads. And I guess this is something that Microsoft has already been doing. But I, for one, am not a fan of this. If when I do decide to play a free-to-play game, I understand it costs money for them to run the servers, build better infrastructure, all that stuff. And I don't know. I'm still torn. I really don't like ads. I prefer this does not happen, but again, they're the ones that are calling the shots. They need that income coming in. I just hope it doesn't go too bad where some streaming services, their ads kind of go on for a while. Some of them are pretty decent where it will be maybe an ad, not too bad, but some of them is starting to get out of hand, and this could be a very slippery slope where it'll start off maybe one ad, two ads, and then before you know it, it's a lot more. They can't pile them on or make them longer. So we'll see how that goes. I hope they don't do it, but most likely when it comes down to money, they probably will do it. So it's a wait and see. And staying on PlayStation, they kind of gave the official dates of the new PlayStation Plus subscription rollout. And that is pretty cool because I mentioned this before, one of the previous shoot the shits, that they are basically merging PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now together. And you'll still have your basic PlayStation Plus, which would be dropped down to two free games and some of the regular amenities that you have now. But the biggest one that I'm looking forward to is the most expensive one, which is going to be in US dollars um, for the year, about just under 120 bucks. And that one, it's going to be provide um, all the essentials, and it's going to have supposedly right around 340 additional games from the PS3 all the way to PS1. Um, looks like PS3 games will also be available via cloud streaming, and let's see, and it's going to offer cloud streaming access for original PlayStation, PS2, PSP, PS4 games, and a lot of this will definitely be available on PS4 and PS5. So I'm looking forward to that. That's the tier that I'll probably be going for once this gonna comes out. And just double checking real quick, it looks like um, in the Asia markets, excluding Japan, it's gonna be the target date around May 23rd. For Japan, the target's gonna be June 1st. The Americas target time is June 13th, and Europe target time June 22nd. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Um, I have stuff going on for me in June, so I'm definitely gonna add that to my wish list. Right now, I just have the regular PS Plus. I never got the PS Now. Um, it's something that intrigued me, but I still wanted to have to double pay. But it looks like I'm gonna end up doing that now. But for 120, for all those features, I'll try it out, and I'll definitely let you guys know what I think of it. Kind of give you a review of it, what's available, since I have my PS4, have my PS5. It just it's a little frustrating because it'll be nice if they make the games or the systems backwards compatible. Um, I technically still have my original PS3 that is backwards compatible from PS1, 2, and 3. It'll play those discs. I just too lazy to connect it to connect the controller and all that stuff. So Xbox is able to do that. They're able to make backwards compatible on the physical copies. I just hope maybe they can do that as well because have my own physical games still from the PS1, 2, and 3. That would be It would be nice to be able to play the physical copy. I have them. I don't intend on throwing them away or donating or getting rid of them. It's just my thing. It'll be, yes, convenient to stream, download, uh, internet play, whatever they're calling it. But I have these games and I would like to be able to play them on the systems. So it's again a wait and see, but it looks like June 13th is the target date. So it's definitely gonna be a wait and see on that. I am excited. I hope it's gonna come out nice. And a lot of people are guess kind of been out of shape because there's not really much Vita support. But it's just tricky because with the Vita, the the touchpad on the back, I guess some of the games were specifically designed around that. But I have a Vita. I hardly touched it, but a lot of people are saying that some of the games barely utilize that, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal. But we'll see. Again, this is all for the most part fairly brand new, so we'll see what happens if they eventually start to port those. Um, but yes, that's what I'm curious about in regards to the new PlayStation Plus subscription. Um, Game-wise, recently I was playing the on Nintendo Switch, the House of the Dead remake. That's pretty fun. It's about 25 bucks. It's a very short game. I remember playing this a lot as a kid growing up in the arcade. Two players with the guns. I remember spending a lot of quarters and or tokens on that game. I probably couldn't get past the second level. And yeah, it's just one of those games where it was just, you die a lot. You had to constantly pump in tokens, quarters, whatever. But they did remaster it on the Nintendo Switch. Um, I did get to play it with the Doof S. Um, I believe last week we sat down, got to play it. I believe in all it's about 4 levels. We knocked it out in a one sitting in probably 45 minutes. I believe there's some other features and uh, it's the story mode, and I believe there's like a survival mode. I didn't get to try the survival mode just yet, but it was fun. 25 bucks, it's not a bad purchase. I got double check with the controllers because I tried using just the controller pack that came with one switch. It didn't want to work. S brought his, so we're able to do 2 players that way. So I'll try to look into that, get back with you on the compatibility with the controllers. The graphics got a little glitchy sometimes. I mean, it didn't break the game didn't crash, but transitioning from like one part to another, the graphics were getting a little distorted. Still playable, just a little distorted, but it did not disrupt the gameplay. Um, it was definitely out of the ordinary, but it's whatever. It didn't break the game. It didn't inconvenience me. I was able to still kill the zombies and go on my merry way. And at the time of this airing, the next new movie that's coming out, The Northmen. That's a Viking movie with Skarsgård, the girl from The Witch. It looks interesting. Looks like it's gonna be not necessarily a hack and slash, but it's gonna be definitely, I guess, a Viking-esque movie. So that's what I plan to see tonight. Um, Once I do get to see it, I would definitely let you know what's my thoughts of it. Um, But I'm curious to see how it's going to be. And obviously, with these trailers coming out, there's another movie that's going to be coming out next week. It's called Hatchlings. If you haven't seen it or don't know what I'm talking about, definitely look it up. I'll see if I remember to link a trailer for that movie. It is definitely something different. So I'm going to definitely look into that one because that one is very obscure. It's definitely an oddball movie, but um, it's piqued my interest, and I like all that weird shit. So it's up my alley. Um, but yes, the that movie, the Northmen. I'll let you know how that goes. Hatchling, that's what I'm looking forward to with everything going on. With Easter just finished, that consumed a lot of my time, my free time, and between that and working, I haven't really been able to play much. The House of the Dead was very fun. Like I said, sat down in one sitting, knocked it out. Other main game I'm playing is Horizon Zero Dawn. I just have not had a chance to sit down and really get to play it. But my work schedule shifted a little bit, so hopefully I can get in some more time. If not, it's just gonna be one of those things where it's kind of a wait and see. But um, in regards to the links, yes, I'll let you know what's going on. I'll try to post a link of S GoFundMe. I had some music running in the background. I'll try and link their YouTube page as well. It's supposed to be um, copyright free and all that, streamer friendly. Hopefully it is, and this shoot the shit does not get shot down. So I'll be sure to link them as well. The trailer for the Hatchling, definitely check it out. I'll also provide a link for the PlayStation update. Oh, one last thing for me. Uh, as we talk about movies a lot, I like going to the Alamo Draft House. Was my main theater of choice all the time. And the one particular location at West Lakes, unfortunately, it fell victim to COVID and it shut down for good. But another movie theater, Santikos, they bought it, they restored it, they brought it back to life. Obviously, it's not part of the Draft House family. Um, we got to go check it out. We went there the other day to see the movie Ambulance. Ambulance, it was okay. Longer than what it should have been. It was like 2.5 hours long for like the longest bank robbery job gone bad car chase scene in LA. I don't know. Um, movie's forgettable, but what do want to talk about is the theater, and it's just kind of weird because the theater feels like this, like if you walked into a dystopian, um, emotionalist atmosphere. Because before it was when it was the draft house, it was very vibrant. The color scheme was mostly red, black, a lot of activity, a lot of chatter, um, very cozy. Walked in, granted, it was uh, early evening on a Wednesday. It was pretty dead, but as soon as you walk in there, um, the color scheme just seems very dull. It's kind of like a navy blue, slightly lighter blue. That's pretty much the color scheme. As soon as you walk in there, there is one clerk, and it's a kiosk where you can order your tickets and order your food. And it's kind of crazy because when you got a popcorn, got an icy, and all he did was gave me a cup for the icy and the bowl for the popcorn. You had to go around the corner, and I'm used to like with Santikos, you would serve yourself with icy. You would kind of top your own butter, but there they have a self-serve popcorn machine. You put the bowl there, the popcorn pours out. You add your butter, and I was kind of surprised by that. Never seen that before, and it it has nice amenities. In one area, they have a very nice done bar, full bar. You can get your drinks there, and on the other side, they have a pretty nice arcade. Some decent games, typical shooter games, racing games, bear claw machine. But the color schemes just seem so bland. The arcade was completely digital. You had to get some type of gift card to get your credits. Um, but the theater it lacked the soul. It was just very bland. No chatter, no nothing. It was very minimalistic in all the walkways to get to the theaters. And they had some movie posters up, some actual posters, others TV screens coming soon kind of thing, but it just lacked the atmosphere that was from the draft house. And which is funny because when you go into the actual auditorium, the draft house had the curtains by the speakers on the walls. They were red, and Cintico's, I guess they thought they were fine enough as they were. They didn't bother taking them down, renovating them, changing the colors. They just left them as is, where the rest of the theater is pretty much just two shades of blue. So it stands out. Anyone who's went there before will easily see that's from the draft house. But the experience was good. The seats were comfortable. The sound was awesome, on point, screen clear. But it just to me, the place um, it just seemed dull. Like I said, it didn't have a soul. It was like a dystopian, emotionalist futuristic theater. I was just waiting for like a robot instead of a person, just like to give me my stuff. It was mostly all self-serve. Um, we'll see. Like I said, it was a Wednesday. I don't know if I'll go back. It won't be my first theater of choice. I'll put it that way. But it was something to do. Saw a movie that was okay, longer than what it should have been, but it was okay. But that's basically been my 2 cents. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this session of Shoot the Shit Saturday up. Again, it is I, obviously 2003. I go by many monikers. I'll go by the Icon tonight. And again, S, we're with you. We love you. Do what you got to do. We're here when you get back. We're here now if you need us. Um, there will be a link for his GoFundMe. Anyone who can contribute, greatly appreciate it. If you already did, again, thank you very much. And if you haven't yet, like, share, subscribe. It means a lot to us here on the channel. We kind of hit a lull right now with stuff going on outside the gaming, but we're doing the best we can to keep you guys updated, bring you fresh content, whether it's YouTube, Twitch, Shoot the Shit Saturday, all that fun stuff. I'm rambling, sorry. But yes, I'm obviously 2003. Stay safe out there. Um, wear your mask if you still want to. Stay safe. Have a good weekend. Don't forget to settle down.